Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you're having a great Father's Day. Wanted to jump in here for maybe 5-10 minutes, show you my view on BTC and where we're headed. My view is that we are bullish still, even though we're kind of neutral at the moment. We're just kind of finding our way. Might range for a little bit longer, but I believe that we're going up from here. And I'll show you why I believe that. Here we've got a Fibonacci retracement tool for the previous 4-year cycle on this left side, and this is the current 4-year cycle, which of course hasn't been completed. That'll go into the middle of 2022 most likely. And what we see as far as confluence or things that look similar is that there's a chance we might be right here as far as similarity on both charts. If you measure from the previous all-time high to this touch of the 1618, which happened here, that's almost exactly 1300 days, and that's what we have right here. So my expectation is we are right here, and if we are, then there's a good chance that we're going to go up from here as well. And this is a daily chart, so we're looking at a more drawn out chart. We're not worried so much about the daily ups and downs. We're just looking at support and resistance on a longer time frame. So this would be more of an investor view. If I was an investor in Bitcoin, which I don't hold a whole lot, I would be buying Bitcoin here just because it's important to be buying when you're near a support zone, because that's usually going to be your best price. And then if you have a candle open and close below, you can always just let go of that trade. It's a good risk to reward ratio. Instead of buying way up here at the resistance, you don't want to be doing that. You want to buy at support, sell at resistance. We went over that in the past video. And I'm going to go into more of that in a video that's upcoming where we get real detailed on how to draw your own support resistance lines, maybe your trend lines as well. And it'll make you more confident as an investor. You won't have to worry so much about your trades on a daily basis. You can just sit back, relax, you know where everything's going to. So we came down, we touched this previously, this is on the previous 4-year. We touched this support line at the 1618, this is the 1618 blue line. And so right here we touched it, and I feel like we're gonna get ready to go back up. And I found this today as well, kind of interesting. If this current price action holds, we've got a little bit of a curve that's happening where it's making sort of a bowl right here. If you take those, if you take these wicks out of play and just use the candle bodies, of course this is just, you know, we're speculating here. This is what's going to happen. But anytime you see these wicks reach out like that, that means you've got a lot of buyers in that area. And what would happen, what would really get this going and make it take off, is if the shorts started to give up on their positions, seeing that the buyers were starting to come back in. And we know definitely that the buyers were stepping in here at this line, because we can see the wick stop right there on that first move down, and it never could regain that line again. So we're hoping this is what's happening right now, is we're going to start going back up. We'll just have to see what the price action does starting this next week. I feel very confident that we are going to move back up, but let's just say that we don't. Then what we're looking at is the next areas of support would be 24K here, and then another area of support at 20K at this line right here. And that could happen. I'm not ruling that out. But if I was to put a percentage on it, I would say I'm about 80% confident that we're going to, at the very least, maintain this line right here at 30,000. I'm not going to be surprised if that happens if we touch it again. I will be surprised if we break under it and hold, because I do believe that this is strong support. But we'll just have to see. I know there's people talking about there's a lot of CME gaps down here that need to be filled. I don't think they always have to be filled. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. Another thing that's given us confidence is the fear and greed index is still in extreme fear and has been for about, 3 weeks or so. What would that be? Yeah, May to June, almost a month. And historically, we've seen anytime it touches this 10 line, it'll bounce right off and go back up. So that's what we're hoping for, a move like this. It consolidates up, comes back down, consolidates, goes back up. As far as the previous cycle and what happened after that, for BTC specifically, we came back up, had another, it's kind of like the fear and greed, it came back up, had another area of consolidation where we had a sell-off and people taking some profits and then bought back, and then it had a huge move up from there, a real parabolic move, and that's what we're expecting to happen here as well. And once that happens, there will be areas like this where we go up and down, and then the alts have their turn, and then BTC has a big move up, and then the alts kind of bleed off a little bit because BTC is going crazy. Well, once BTC gets up here and has its final move, then that's when the alts will have their final huge move up, and that'll happen sometime. Might see one happen soon, might have another alt move up. Won't be a huge one, but the bigger move might come later this year in the fall, and then we'll have another big move for the alts next year. What else was I going to show you here? Yeah, so the next area of resistance I would expect for BTC, if you're watching this one closely on a daily basis, this line right here is going to act as support, which is the 2618 Fibonacci line, and that would put us at about the 47,000 area. And you always have to think in terms of areas, not necessarily lines. So if we did a little box here, we'll just put a box around it because it wicks and it comes up short sometimes. So anywhere from 45K to 50K, we might see another rejection and it'll come down. And you might see it come down back to here somewhere, down to the 40K range, and then it'll bounce back up, maybe give another attempt and try to break above, and then it'll come up to 53, 54K. That's just the way it works. It doesn't go up in a straight line, we know that. So we'll just kind of zigzag back up, just like it did back over here. We did a little zigzag, came back down, zigzag back up one last time. So I'm real excited about it. I think that we're looking great. This is just one of those times that we need to take a little bit of a rest for the whole market so that it can make the bigger move up. Because if you don't have these rests in the market, these areas of distribution and the buybacks that happen by the institutions and the retail investors, there's no way that you can continue to have this upward momentum. That has to happen. We have to have these pauses. So we'll keep looking at it. We'll try to find the areas that we're gonna peak out at. We'll give you some updates so that you're aware of these. We'll try to take some profits at certain areas so that we can buy back lower. I'll have some videos on that from time to time. I hope this was helpful for everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you would. It helps me out a lot. And feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always interested to see what everyone thinks about the videos, or if there's something else that you would like me to cover. Like I said, I will be doing a support resistance type video soon to help educate everyone a little bit, give them more confidence. We do have a free channel, a Telegram channel, and we have a more personal one-on-one member group. If you're interested in that, I'll leave the links below. Appreciate you joining me. Y'all have a good day.